Alrighty. Man, still got a little bit of that cold. All right. Let me continue getting that ready. Ooh, I don't think you can see that. Oh, that's fine. I'll show it to you. So, what we're doing today is the final version of the t-shirt that I've been making over and over again to kind of partly just to show everyone how easy it is to kind of modify things, but also to show you different designs. And so today we have the final version. So we've made, a what's called a yoke, which is like a part of it is one fabric and then the rest of it is different fabric. And then we did the shield design, which was me kind of like playing with proportions and playing with, having fun with it. So today we're going to do a slightly different version, and this is the bar. And what the bar is that it literally is the whole pattern piece. So instead of having it be, a little notch, this is actually the shirt now, which is basically looks like a shirt without any kind of neck, because it won't have any neck. The whole neck is below it. So it'll be like this, one color, and then the whole top of it will be a different color. Today's colors I've chosen are this fun fabric. Isn't that one fun? And that one cute. It's a little cute little fabric. It's skulls and a plaid. And then the shirt will be made out of a dark blue. Oh, you know what? How's that? That's a little brighter, isn't it? That's better. Okay. So a little blue fabric, and then I matched it with a blue. So I was just in the process of pinning these together when I noticed the time, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm 5 seconds behind here." I was like, let me get that going. So, I just want to pin these two pieces together. I cut 2 for the front and 2 for the back. Hello. And then also I have shortened the neckline. The neckline on this one actually will be pretty high up. Might even be higher than like this t-shirt that I'm wearing. Which was kind of just a fun experiment. How high can we go? How low can we go? How wide left and right can we go, right? It's like, playing around with proportions and having fun with it. Hello, hello. But yeah, see, it will look like this, but, cool. So let's go ahead and get the shirt, which, remember, is this pattern here. And also, if you look, I rounded it a bunch. The previous ones were really a square. And so I decided to round this one just, again, to play with the design. There's no reason to look at it and go, oh, I can only do that one thing, right? It's like, have fun with it and play around with a bunch of versions. And so this one's the same. Again, we're going to go ahead and attach it to itself. So we have a front and a back to our shirt. Actually, I do want to flip that. And then have this one like that. Oops. Yeah. So, you can always tell the back from the front because I have my chalk marks on one side, right? I'll go ahead and pin it right there. And then might be a little bit high on the camera there. The second camera, I've been looking into it, deciding what I'm going to get. And so I'm thinking Canon, like a DLS, because, ultimately those are the best. So I'm going around to a couple shops this week trying to find if I can find a used one or not. And if not, then, buy a new one, right? But it's like, the new ones can be anywhere from $3,000 to $500, depending on what I want, right? That's why I was trying to go used. But hey, if I got to go new, then I got to go new. If I got to sell some more toys or something, no problem. Whatever this channel needs, right, for my growth, no problem. But yeah, otherwise I'm going to be going to some used shops and seeing it. So we're going to have our little t-shirt. And I'm going to go ahead and sew just the side seams, because the top, we're going to sew this other thing into. It's going to be a little weird for this one. Also, how do I sound? Do I sound different? Tell me in the comments, do you guys think I sound better? Because I actually have a microphone today. As long as the camera can be used together. Yeah. Well, that's actually the StreamYard is what does that. So the laptop I'm using has more than one USB outlet, and so sounds good, right? Good. Tell me if I'm too loud or anything. But yeah, so I'm mic'd up now, and then it's not a wireless mic. It's not wireless. So I have a huge. I mean, look at this thing. It's a 30-foot, like 20. It's like a 20-foot wire. I mean, I can do this twice over. So I mean, it's got to be like 20 feet of cable here, and then I have it running up my shirt. But yeah, let's go on a little trip here. See, you can see the microphones there. Isn't that cool? Man, my hair is a mess today, huh? Hold on 1 second. 1 second, I got myself tangled up. My iron's all messed up. Hold on 1 second. You know, safety first, right? All right. Yeah, this is the last week we're going to be doing this crap. I am done with the moving of the damn camera. You know what I mean? Like, it's getting to the point where it's getting unsafe because I got irons and all these other things. So hold on 1 second. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think next week for sure. I mean, the main thing for me this week was getting this microphone working. That was, every week I'm always trying to improve, right? So this week was definitely the microphone, which is funny. I've had it for like the entire time. I've literally had this microphone the whole time and just never used it because I was like, I don't think it's going to work very well. And then I tried a video the other day with it and I liked it. So I was like, you know what? We're going to frickin' use this thing. All right. So I'm just going to be putting the necks together, which I'm pretty familiar with doing. I've had to, at my work right now, replace 17 front bodices of dresses because this guy who made them really, really poorly. And so I've had to replace 17 of them. Which means you seam rip the entire thing, then take all that thread out, clean it all up, then you can start sewing in a new one. And I had to go cut new pieces and everything. I mean, really, it was a real project. Nice. So I'm glad you like it. So now the neck is sewn. We got to do that again. So that way we'll have a front and a back. These ones still are the same. I haven't made a front and back piece yet. Kind of still testing my measurements on the best model in the world, yourself, right? That's always the best way to do it, is make it for yourself. That way it fits. That's why I always, if I'm making a new suit at work right now too. You want to hear something? Okay, you want to hear something really funny? So we're making what we call a modern suit. Now, we only make historical stuff. So modern to us is a really relative term. And so what we're doing is, they're suits from the 1990s. Which doesn't sound like, oh, the 90s, I remember that. That's 30 years ago. So, I mean, it is technically vintage. And so it's funny that a 1990s based suit is considered vintage. And so I'm making this 90s suit, and my boss was just like, yeah, man, it looks just like all the rest of the suits we got in the thing that we have from the 90s. He's like, that's so funny. He's like, I always forget that these suits are 30 years old. And man, how I did it is I took apart a suit that we had in stock. I ripped it apart and then copied it. It's a pretty common concept. It's not illegal or anything. It's very common. It's actually one of those things you can't really patent clothing in that sense. Whatever thing you just put, it didn't show up. I don't think most emojis don't work on YouTube. I actually have to have like 1,000 people or something like that, and then I get my own. I can make like my own little ones. Let's get you in the right place there. There we go. Look at these ones. Isn't these cute? This is like the cutest little scissors in the world. I wish they were left-handed. They are right-handed, but dang if they aren't the sharpest things in the world. So I'm going to use them. You know what I mean? It's like you got to use what you got. It looked nice. Oh, they were laughing. Yeah. They came up as squares to me. Is what they were. They came up with little squares. But yeah, actually, I think I sent you one in the WhatsApp the other day. It was that suit that I sent you the picture of. That suit is a 1990s suit. It's so funny. Like, I was laughing all day. I was just looking at the suit and just being like, how funny is it that, I mean, that's my childhood. Does that make me old? Me and Tamara was in today. I was like, does that make us old? I was like, I don't feel old. It's like, I'm doing 8 hours of work a day. It's like, I don't feel that old, but, you know. But I am. And there's a certain smell to these machines that is just undeniable, because there's a underneath of this thing is a big oil pan, like the entire size of the machine, the big oil pan. So it's like you just, I don't know, there's a certain smell to it. It's kind of like gasoline or something. It's just a particular smell to it, and I'm like addicted to it now. It's like I smell it so much. I'm like, that's the smell of work. All right, so this one's done as well. You know, we got our side seams, and as you can see, much rounder. So it should be a smoother thing. And also, I got a heavy fabric for today, so that one should help as well. So let's go press it. See, I'm stepping on stuff. I'm doing all this. See? Thanks. I'm glad you liked my suit. I meant to post. I'll post some photos on Instagram about it too. All right. Stepping on 3 different cables there. All right. Yeah, that way is the best. We'll just press these ones real fast. Oh yeah, look at the roundness on that. That's much better. I think the final version will definitely be a rounded one, not a square one. For sure. That looks so much better. Ooh, also I shirt-tailed this one. So it is like that, but I forgot I had it on fold, and so it's like goes like this, and it makes like a W. So like it goes like to a point. Whoops. You know, sometimes you're designing stuff and you think it in your head, and then I cut it out and I looked at it and I was like, well, that is not what I was going for. You know, that happens. All right. That's 1/3 of it done. Always knock that line before you turn it. And then I'm actually going to pin this one because it's so big. It's actually going to be easier just to pin it. Pin it in place. In this fun fabric, though, I found it at SAS a long time ago for like $7, you know? Just one of those little discount ones that they had at the counter, and we're just like, hey, buy this, you know, get it out in the store, you know? They didn't want it no more, and I was like, and it is a like a French terry cloth. fabric. If you remember on Tuesday, we were talking about that, like how I really want to use a lot of French terry cloth because it's so soft. And so this is actually an example of that. This one is French terry. Of course, real French terry like this needs to be freaking pressed so much harder. And this little guy is not going to do it. But that's all right. You know, we'll keep moving on in life, right? Not everything needs to be Instagram perfect on the first try. That's kind of what separates my channel from some of the other ones, is I want to show my mistakes a little more. Because, you know, the world has too many perfect people in it that are just like, I'm the best and my whole life is perfect and I got it all figured out. And it's like, okay, well, not all of us do. Some people are still trying to figure out what they're going to do every day and, you know, don't have all the confidence that they need. And so, you know, someone's got to be an example for those people too, right? That it's about perseverance, not being perfect on the first try. There was a philosopher that once said, anything worth doing is worth doing poorly, which means, you know, give it a try. Even if you're not perfect on the first try, that's fine. The giving it a try part is the hardest thing. Perfecting it, that's just something that happens over time. I mean, look at me. I can, you know, when I first started this, I couldn't sew and I had no idea, right? Now I can fully make a pattern, cut it out, and sew it within an hour. Right? So, you know, everything's about time and place. And a little bit of patience and a hell of a lot of luck. Hope everyone's week's going really well. You're so young. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like sometimes I think about the fact that, you know, I'm in my 30s and that's old to some people and then young to so many more, right? Especially as people are living for so much longer now. It's like 30 used to be half someone's life. 60 was life expectancy, right? And it's like now life expectancy of an adult male in America is about 90 years old. So, I mean, I'm a third of the way through my life then. Really, you know, really helps put it in perspective when I'm like, oh, I'm too late. I'm never going to be famous. I never could be a YouTuber. And it's like, no, man, you can start in your 30s. People start new jobs all the time. And it's okay. All right. So, now we got our two pieces, which, isn't that just a fun fabric? It's like a plaid, but the plaid is not straight. The plaid's on a 45. So it just, you know, makes it really fun for me. Alrighty. So what we got to do now is get these two together. So I got to undo one of my pins and bring the front side around the back side. And so now you got all your pieces facing each other. It's called an encased seam. And it's the number one thing I learned from my job. And I think half the things I'm going to design for the next year or two are all going to have encased seams because it's just, I do just love it so much. And you don't see it in clothing enough. It's like one of those things is like, you know, there's so many t-shirts and such, but, excuse me. But you don't see a ton of encased seams. And it does cut on cost because I don't have to have ribbing or anything like that. This thing provides that space for me, giving you a really clean look. Yeah, and really all you got to do is pin at the beginning, pin at the end. Everything else is a straight line. And then, you know, I'm going to sew this straight line and sew that straight line. So I'm just going to leave the camera there because it's a little bit too much right now for all that. The real key to this one is making sure that little point at the end is right. And it is the hardest part, because it really doesn't want to be. But it's gotta be. Alright, that's one down. Yeah, next week we'll definitely have a permanent camera set up over here, and then another permanent camera set up over there. That's the goal. I sold a bunch of stuff yesterday to like get some money going. So I got about 200 in store credit at a place, and so hopefully I can find what I need there. If not, there's always. I mean, I live in Phoenix. There's 100 pawn shops, and 20 or 30 camera places that So I got plenty of options. You're always spoiled for choice in Phoenix. Alrighty. This thing just looks so kind of like silly in some sense because it is so big. But that's what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, real important to get that straight as well. What you want to do is fold that little piece in. Then come from the other side and pull it. And that way you'll get it actually like tucked in there. And you'll get your full neckline. And there we go. Now we have our whole top piece done. Which it would be a good idea to get a little pin right there. And get a little pin right here. Showing where those center points are. Because I don't have notches in this pattern yet. So I can kind of do notches on the fly. It's like stained to that part. That's funny. All right. Okay. Get my ends lined up. Which this one, the real advantage and why I ultimately thought this was a good idea is because this gets rid of all those corners. There are no corners on this one. Straight line, 2 straight lines, and then you're done. So I mean, this is one that I thought about. I was like, I could even tell people on like the internet, like those 5-minute crafts type thing. Like this could be. I mean, I doubt my battery died that fast. That is strange. Let's see. Audio. Hello, 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 hello. You know what? What if I did? Hello, 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 hello. All right, we'll try that. That's back to the old microphone. How's that? Can you hear that? We can hear you now. Okay, now can you? Okay, cool. Yeah, I went back to the old microphone. Maybe this one just died or something, or maybe something happened with, like, you know, my connection or something. I have no idea. There shouldn't have been any reason for you not to be able to hear me. But it was the first time that I had used this microphone, so I don't know. Maybe it only lasts 30 minutes or something, and we're at 30 minutes, you know? Or maybe I had it on and the power was on too long or something. I don't know. And then again, that does kind of fit the motif. And I would say that's a pretty common problem in any live stream. I think your microphone came loose. Maybe. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, probably when I was moving and stuff. I was moving around. That could definitely happen. Which is why, you know, as I'm saying, the main goal for, which, I mean, it's been the goal for a while now, but, you know, sometimes when you're just worried about life, and especially right now, I mean, I was in a place, Bookman's, the other day, and I was like one of only a few people with a mask on still, right? So it's just like, I don't know, something about it is, I'm hesitant to go outside right now. I've been a lot slower. I don't know if it's fear as much as like angst, you know, just like cautiously going outside. All right, let's go see what this looks like, huh? Now that she's done. Last time we're doing this shit, we got to get these cameras set. This is getting so annoying. I don't even have this connected anymore. But, you know, that's the point, right? We're all learning. Keep wearing the mask. Yeah, I know, I am. But, you know, it's just not everyone else's, right? And plus, I mean, I actually went and bought, like, the nice KN95s. Like, I stopped playing around. My cotton ones are nice, but it's like, they're decorative. They're not, at the end of the day, the most functional thing in the world. Ta-da! Let me go try it on. Woo, you can kind of see me, huh? All right. Woo. Dang, the neck on this one is tight. It's a tight neck. Ooh, I don't hate that. Oh, I don't hate that. That's pretty nice.
I got to work on a little bit of the bagginess of it. But I don't hate that. This is a little low, like a little high. Because I mean that's the bottom of my neck right there. So it's literally at the bottom of my neck. So I probably will take it down to here. I'll probably end up taking it down to take this thing like down an inch, and that way it's not all right at my neck. But what do you think? Because that's cool because you get it in the front and the back, right? So you're getting this like center point. And so you're getting a lot of color there. Just another cute little shirt. Yeah, I think it looks nice. And then the sleeve, I like, and I mean, that's looking nicer. Definitely looking cleaner. And really, all the French sleeve stuff will always be a little baggy. And technically, mostly sell them to women in our company I work for. That's cool, right? You get that, and then that's how you get your neckline. And then, of course, as I said before, next month I'll be like ripping this part up and modifying that as well as doing my next design. Messed with my hair while I was doing. My hair's a mess. I gotta go. I'm trying to get a haircut this weekend too, and cut like you see how wide it is. I'm gonna cut like the entire poof off. I'm thinking like 4 to 5 inches, maybe 3, but like it's probably gonna be like 4 inches or so. Because it's just so much hair, and I haven't taken care of it because of COVID and everything. So it's just nothing but split ends. Split ends for like 3-4 inches. Like I mean, just massive amount of them. So I'm working on it. I look like when people try out for Thomas Jefferson. You know what I mean? Well, like he has like the poof in the back. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely too high. It's got to be here instead. Like it really needs to be like right there. That would be perfect. But I mean, you can see it's really close. But I do like this. That spot's not too bad. But this needs to come forwards much like that, and that would be perfect. Nice design. Yeah, thanks. The colors are, dark blue on blue. I love a monochromatic, right? So it's like, blue on blue, white on white. Last time was black on white. So, kind of keeping it that way always. It's a fun shirt, though. And just, loose. It's, you can move around in it a lot, and it's going to settle pretty fast. But yeah, so that was the stream. Like always, I like to end my stream. Oops, sorry about that. Well, yeah, like always, I like to end my stream by doing a little unboxing. So I'll unbox. I got 2 more little Canabots, which I have half the box left still. So we still got a few weeks left of this one, and then I'll have to figure out what other thing I'm going to buy and open up. All right, let's see. Did we get lucky? Ooh, we did. We got real lucky. Well, it's not that it's symmetrical. It's that that's the bottom of my neck. So it would be like this shirt would be effectively like buttoning up your shirt all the way. And it's like I like one button down. You know what I mean? So it's just the design I'm going to keep. It's just I'm going to keep it like this. Like I got to just pull this part. Like I got to make the neck to here. I drop the whole thing 1 inch. So it will be exactly like this. This part will all be the same. It's just this got to be 1 inch down. Yeah. This guy, he actually, of course, pulled the skulls while wearing skulls. I mean, that's just good luck right there. And then I know you guys don't know this, but this is his like one of the chases of the thing. Hold on 1 second. Here, I got the box right here. I forgot where it had it. It had the 1 in 16. I think it's that one. I forget which one it is. Yeah, but I have a bunch of them still. But yeah, and it does shake like all the rest. From the Toy Mafia. Yeah, matches the shirt. That's so cool. I got that one today. You know, you gotta give yourself good luck, all right? You gotta give yourself the luck you can. All right, so let's see what the other one will be for today. I don't know. What do we think? Ooh, we got a little kitty cat. Isn't that little kitty cat cute? Now it's a cute one. Let's see, what's that one called? That's Barlow Bot by Angela King. Or Andrea King. Andrea King. Yeah. Isn't that cool? And so these are the two that I got today. Very cool. And then this is my new shirt. You know, slight modification for the final version. And then at the end of next month, I'll have like a whole line of this is what the final version looks like. And then there you go. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much. This has been another episode of Building the House of Improvements. You know, the house of I by myself here making all this cool stuff. But hopefully it'll be the house of we here soon when I get the Patreon going and everything else, right? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Bye, y'all. Don't you like my cool shirt? Isn't it nice? The back, the front, the fabulousness. Love it. Love you too. All right. Bye, y'all. Bye-bye. And next time, I promise, multiple cameras. We got to get it. We got to get these cameras. I'm going to do what I need to do to get these cameras. That's for sure. Whatever it is. I got to get these cams. But all right, y'all. But I can't believe I got this one on the trail. Like, that's so cool. I got this little guy. He matches my shirt. So cool. So cool. All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Love y'all. Bye.